Most dressed in full uniform, approximately 100 members of the Royal Canadian Legion were at the Memorial Park this morning. President of the Legion, Tom Eagles, laid the wreath at the foot of the memorial, paying tribute to Belizean veterans of the World Wars. But their tribute goes beyond just honoring those that have passed on.
We do look after veterans here in Belize, as we do in 15 other countries in the Caribbean. The Royal Canadian Legion looks after the Caribbean veterans. We will, until the last one is gone. Also the veterans, we look after the widows. It's not a monthly grant, it's not a monthly pension, it's a small stipend. That's what it is. It's not a pension. And we're very, very happy to do that. As my delegation can see at a Divinity Convention, we usually take up a collection for this Caribbean area to look after our veterans. The membership of the Royal Canadian Legion is very, very generous when it comes to that offering, so to speak. That money is not to send me here. It's not to send any official of the Royal Canadian Legion down here in the Caribbean. The money collected goes back to the veterans and the widow.
The monument at the Memorial Park overlooks the resting place of 3 World War I veterans and a wall where those who served in those important wars are honored. But how many of us even knew this was there or appreciate the significance of the sacrifices made?
We sing about freedom a lot, but we take it for granted. We take it for granted that a lot of people who came before us had to pay, in some cases, the ultimate sacrifice and lay down their life for defending our freedom. So that the Royal Legion had written the Ex-Services League in Belize, and they got in contact with us to really indicate to us that 120 members, legionnaires, were coming to Belize on a one-day cruise, and if we could partner in doing this ceremony. And I think we don't do enough in recognizing the contributions of veterans, not only in Canada, but especially our veterans here in Belize. And one of the things that the Royal Legion does, and I personally can attest to this because my grandfather was a veteran, is that they give a small amount to veterans as an annuity until they die, and when they die they give to their widow. So that it's a significant thing, and they, of course, the significant work that they do in lobbying for the rights of veterans, primarily healthcare and recognizing certain freedoms and recognitions like these.
Bradley says that often we do not acknowledge the selfless service of veterans who served in World Wars I and II and also in other engagements. And the respect and reverence so evidenced by the Royal Canadian Legion today should be an example we all follow, because it is now our turn to serve those who served us so well.
I think that a lot of them are older persons, they are bedridden, a lot of them they can't advocate for themselves, and with them dying we lose a lot of history, we lose a lot of values in terms of discipline. I've always admired Mr. Adolphus just for how he carries himself as a disciplined soldier, and I think that that's a value we could engage with more so that younger people in our society have that spirit that's passed on. And we need to do more, I'm saying, as government, as civil society, to ensure that they're properly cared for, to ensure that there is appropriate advocacy, things that are going on within our community that recognizes whatever they need, we're able to provide for.
The Royal Canadian Legion was today presented with the ceremonial key to Belize City. Mike Rodon for